All right, at Krav Maga CDK, we have the Krav Maga 10 hand strike. Krav Maga 10 hand strike. It's actually not 10 hand strike, but there's 10 weapons of the hand. 10 weapons that you carry around with you at all times. We're going to show you what those 10 weapons are and how to use each 10. So the first weapon of the hand, boom, is my knuckles, my front knuckles, okay? The front of my knuckles. I can debate in which I should use the top 2 knuckles or be like the late, great Jack Dempsey. He used the bottom 3 knuckles. But what I cannot debate is what you do not want to hit with, and that is the small knuckle. You don't want to hit with the small knuckle, and also you want to keep your wrist as straight as possible. You don't want to injure yourself trying to injure your attacker, okay? Speaking of which, going to another safer strike, boom! The palm strike, the palm strike. Now, this is a strike that's really good, is really effective. I can go for the nose, I can go for the chin, anything from the eyebrows to the chin that I can break. It's a lot safer than using the knuckles, because if I throw a knuckle strike to the forehead, I can break my knuckles, but if I land a forehead with the palm, my hand will be okay. So now I have my palm heel strike. Another safe strike to throw, boom! My hammer fist, using the meaty side of my fist. Remember, we're talking about the weapons of the hand. We talked about the front knuckle, we talked about the palm knuckle. Now we're talking about the meaty side of the fist. Again, I want to strike anything that I can strike and break. Somewhere in the face area, if he's bent over, I can strike the back of the neck. I want to strike anything that I can do damage to, okay? Another strike I can do is I can stick with the same principles of my hammer fist, but I can open my hand. Boom! And now I'm doing my chop, okay? My chop is done with the blade of my hand. I can do an inverted chop going to the neck. I can do a regular chop still going to the neck. I can even strike around the jawline. But I don't have to use the same side. I can turn my hand over and do the ridge hand chop. We use this chop a lot when it comes to sports karate fighting, and we can strike for the ribs and stuff like that. But again, I like to strike for something that I can do damage to and break along the jawline or along the throat, along the front of the throat, and that is my ridge hand chop, my ridge hand chop, okay? So so I have my knuckle strike, I have my hammer fist strike, I have my ridge hand chop, I have the my ridge hand chop. I'm sorry, I have my regular chop, and then I have my long fist, my long fist strike. Now the long fist strike is another good strike I can use. I can go right into the nerves, trying to hit the chin. I can go up under the ribs and stuff like that, and it also buys me an inch. Okay, a lot of times I might punch, but I'm a little bit off my target. If I use my long fist strike, then I would be spot on and hit my target. Okay. So let's go over one more time. I have my knuckles, that's one strike, okay? I have the palm heel strike, that's another strike. I have the hammer fist strike, that's another strike. I have my chops, that's another strike. I have my ridge hand chop, that's another strike. I have my long fist strike, which is another strike. I can also, boom, use the thumb knuckle, the thumb knuckle. In Krav Maga, we call it the mouth of hand strike, because when you put your hand like this, it looks like a mouth, but it's actually a thumb knuckle strike. And this is a very good strike for the temple. Or I can go for the jawline, anything that I can break, anything that I can break, okay? So now we have 3 more weapons that we can use. And these 3 weapons are great weapons, okay? One of them is my favorite, boom! The Arcane Strike. I'm really striking with the arc of my hand. I'm gonna go right for the throat. I've used this on several occasions, and the reason why I like using it is because if I get my hands here, I'm de-escalating and stuff like that, it's very hard for him to defend a strike to the neck. And I don't even have to strike it hard. It's gonna get a reaction just putting my arc of my hand right up under the chin, okay? These next 2 strikes are also devastating strikes. Boom! Boom! The thumb hook or the thumb strike, putting my thumb into the eye. Basically, I'm gonna bend my thumb, I'm going into the eye and coming out. My goal is to get this effect, okay? I'm going deep into the eye socket and coming out. And then my last strike, boom, the eye gouge. The eye gouge is a very effective strike. I happen to be a big UFC MMA fan, and these guys are probably the toughest guys you'll ever see. They take elbows, they take punches to the face or whatever, but one strike to the eye, and you gotta stop the fight, okay? The eye gouge, okay? So that is my Krav Maga 10 fists, the 10 weapons of the hand. Weapons that you carry around with you all the time, and you can use them to defend yourself when needed.